Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dr. Oz.
So what's going through your mind?
I really can't believe I'm asking you this, but how do you get rid of the smell after you go number 2 in someone else's bathroom? I mean, does a match really work?
Match?
Yeah.
Have you used a match for that purpose?
I have, but I smell the match afterwards, so...
Your friends ask what you're doing with a match in their house?
Yeah.
All right. So do you think it works?
Partially, but the match smell kind of lingers.
All right. So let me do this in an organized way. I'm going to show you what really happens when you go to the bathroom. So first, imagine this is the bathroom, right? There's a toilet there. And those little ribbons there, that represents the fragrance given off by the bacteria in your poop, right? A sulfur-like odor. That's the smell you want.
Dr. Oz show
and that to get rid of, right? Now, if you light a match, and I'll do it right now, right? All that happens is you begin to change that odor. So you lift, and there it goes. And that odor is larger, 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 and it's quite intimidating. When you release that match into the air, all this odor is actually getting rid of the sulfur you think. But the question is, does it really get rid of the ultimate odor, or does it cover it up? Aha. To figure out if it's really masking the odor, you have to do something different. So let's walk over here. Let's open the door to figure out if it's masking the odor or really getting rid of it. And the answer is, my goodness, the ribbons are still there. The ribbons are still here. Come on in here. Because the odor is still here.
Yeah.
So all that really happens with the match is you give up that sulfur smell, but it doesn't work the way you really want it to work. So to do something that's a bit more innovative, I've got a better solution for you. Something you probably never heard of, but I have used this personally, and it actually works very well for me. I want you to carry these drops in your bag. Now, these are called Just a Drop. It's made from eucalyptus extract. The eucalyptus extract will actually create a film over the water surface. So your poop goes under the water, and this seals in the odor. Right? You give it a smell.
Smells good.
Not bad, right? What do you think?
Pretty good.
Much less awkward than lighting matches.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you for asking the question.
Thank you, Dr. Oz.
Thank you. Let's move on to our next awkward problem. Nancy, come on out, Nancy. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. So, what's happening in your life? What makes you feel a little bit awkward about asking the question you have?
Well, lately I've been stressed, I think we all are, and the more stressed I get,
Awkward
the more bodies I have. Sort of like now, you know, a little nervous.
Do I stress you out, or does
No.
the show stresses you out?
The whole thing, but I'm good.
May I audit your smell?
Doctor Oz is going to try and answer them for you. Smell your armpit now.
Good?
It's a good question you're asking. Do people comment on your body odor?
They don't comment it, but I feel very self-conscious sometimes.
Come on over here. The answer to your question is yes.
I smell?
No. There's a bit of an odor there, but the question, overarching question, is whether or not when you get nervous you actually secrete things that make you smell differently. And there's an important reason for it. When we get stressed out, those stressful hormones start to surge in our body, and it triggers the adrenaline release from the brain, the specific glands under our arm and our groin area, these smelly glands, secrete their fluid. That is very different from sweat glands. Right now, when you normally sweat, and this is what it would typically look like, stand over here, you can see it better, right? You've got this bacterial covering on your skin, okay? So the sweat gland, as you go running, will begin to eject a little bit of fluid. As it ejects a little bit of fluid, it'll come up through here, right? And there's a sweat bead accumulates. See the sweat bead there? It gets larger and larger and larger, but guess what? Bacteria can't eat that. They need fats to eat in order to grow and then release their odor, which is what makes you smell. Now, let's go over here. If you're nervous, like next to me right now,
Yes.
right? Or if something's going on in your life that's making
I feel much better now.
Thank you very much. So instead of what happened there, something very different happens. The sweat glands found in the armpits, for example, produce a very different kind of sweat. It looks similar inside, and as it begins to come out, as you get a little bit nervous, something very special happens. It begins to react with the bacteria. Bacteria cause an odor, that bead accumulates more and more and more, and eventually it can overwhelm you. And that smell can come through anything. It'll waft through whatever you're in there. So, woo, it'll just send you going.
Yeah.
So, you typically use antiperspirants, use deodorants.
Yes.
What do you use?
Antiperspirant.
Antiperspirant.
Deodorant, antiperspirant.
You do them both.
Well, it's in the same.
Same pot. It's okay. So I've got a better solution for you.
Okay.
I've got the trifecta solution for you.
Woo!
3 in 1.
All right.
Right? And I like this product. We use it a lot. Tom's Natural Antiperspirant. The reason why I like it, it's got aluminum, You need aluminum pretty much in antiperspirants to keep you dry. It has olive leaf extract, and then it's got coconut oil in it.
Okay.
And coconut oil will soothe the skin, so you don't get chafing, you don't get the irritation from that. What do you think?
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks for asking the question.
Okay,
I
thank
appreciate
you,
it. You know what?
Dr.
Stay with you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Now for another uncomfortable question about down there. Now, Mary, we're ready for you, Mary. Come on out. So brave to walk out here today. How are you, Mary?
Good, how are you?
Come on over here and join me. So I gotta, before you ask your question, I'm gonna say something. I
Another
am
awkward question.
shocked by how many women are asking the question
I'm
you're about
shocked
to
at
ask.
how many people
So you know what I'm gonna
ask
ask
questions
Yeah, I
like
have a rough
you
idea.
now.
I know it's one of
So
which I
many
have a
women.
genre of questions that, again, surprised the heck
So
out of
many
me.
women.
So go ahead.
Okay, it's kind of a
Ask the
sensitive
question.
subject, but like you said, I can't be the only one asking this question or wanting to ask this question. A lot of people have issues with hair, and they wax. My question is, basically, I just need the bottom line. Is it safe to wax the crack? Can you wax your butt?
Wax to crack.
Yes. How else do you put it?
No, perfectly stated. Perfectly stated.
Not myself, I mean. I wouldn't do it myself.
No, we'll get to that too, but I mean, how did you even notice you had hair there?
Do you really want to go?
I'm curious. We get so many questions.
You wash. You go in the shower, you wash up, you know.
Is that what happens? Do people notice it and ask you about it?
No, people don't notice it.
All right. I'm curious. All right. So there's a succinct answer. It is yes. It is perfectly safe to wax the crack. But you got to know how to do it right.